Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for mid-September. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm going to do a simple past, present, future spread for you today, and I'm using the tarot and the oracle of mystical moments, and I'm starting off with your oracle cards just to get an overview. All right, we have day and night and all is connected, 1 and 12. That could be of some significance, but let's get to it. When it comes to day and night, this talks about opposites. It talks about yin and yang. It talks about, well, being clouded with uncertainty and fear and worries and decisions, but at the same time following your instincts that, well, belong in your gut, your intuition. It talks about how you see this girl is holding the sun in her hands and the moon is at her back, and she looks uncertain, as if she has a question in mind but she doesn't know the answer. I feel like many of us struggle with making decisions, and particularly now with all the planets that are in retrograde. We have 6 planets in retrograde and Mercury, including Mercury. So I feel like decision making is particularly difficult, but we need to understand where there is shadow, there is also light. And after a dark night, there is always the light of the morning sun. And this card reminds us that we already hold the answers in our hands and we need to trust our inner judgment. So if something has been bogging you down, if something has been particularly difficult, I feel like a little minute to yourself, a little bit of quiet time, a little bit of reflection and meditation will help you. I like how there are maple leaves all over this card. It nods a little to the autumn equinox that's happening on the 23rd of September. It talks about growth, release and transformation. It talks about change and not being afraid of those changes. I feel like once we release that fear of change, once we let go, is when that change is not so painful anymore. It talks about letting yourself drift, knowing that you will never lose yourself, knowing that life goes on and nothing ends, it is reshaped into something new. I feel like things are going to change for you. There is a beautiful change coming about, not for the better, not for the worse, but because it needs to happen. Okay? There is an opening here. There is a potential of a clean slate being offered to you, and I feel like you need to grab it without fearing it. You never know what may come about. I feel like this is like the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, Uranian energy. And we do have that Saturn-Uranus square that's been plaguing us for the last few years. And it is extremely potent, especially right now. So again, uncertainty and fear is very prevalent in your oracle cards. Let's see, I'm glad we have strength. Wow, the cards really want to talk for you. Strength, Ace of Pentacles, this is in your recent past. And the Queen of Pentacles. That opportunity that I was talking about, that opportunity for a clean slate, I feel like it was offered to you as the Ace of Pentacles. This could be anything. This could be an opportunity for love. It could be particularly an opportunity for wealth or stability, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is extremely stable, very wise, very caring, nurturing, not just towards herself but towards other people as well. And there's no gender in tarot, just take the energy with you. With strength right here, this is a sense of overcoming the fears that we've been talking about. And I feel like you became a master of the beast within, and we all have that. We all have that shadow aspect in our personalities. So I feel like there was something that you had to overcome. There was a sense of training that had to happen within you. Shadow work, maybe, for some. And I feel like your reward was the Ace of Pentacles. You see how difficult it is for that little shoot to show itself above the surface of the earth. It has a long way to traverse, right? But it eventually manages. It manages to complete that journey and, well, bloom. So I feel like whatever these changes have been for you, whatever this transformation has been for you, it has been wickedly difficult. but you've blossomed because of those hardships. Let's see what's in the present moment for Aries. There you are. We have the Emperor. Oh goodness, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Hermit. It's possible for some of you that if you're here for love, it's possible that there isn't too much communication happening, because the Hermit card is a card of isolation. It is a card of going deep within to understand your triggers and your traumas and working through them. It talks about learning enough so you can be almost a guidebook for other people who are going through a similar journey. With the Three of Swords, again, I feel like there has been pain here, and that pain, that I did see a reflection of that pain in the past, which is why the Strength card is here. The Strength card is a major arcana. It is orchestrated by the universe. It is strength that is given to you by the universe so you can go through these changes peacefully. But I feel like you are holding on to some kind of pain right here. Since the Three of Swords is a minor arcana and it is bookended by two majors, I am not very worried. The Emperor right here, this is your energy, Aries. I feel like you are doing a very good job at controlling your surroundings, controlling your mind, controlling your emotions. And you see how that's a very imposing figure. And he is or she is controlling the people around her. I could see this two ways. It is possible that whatever grief and heartache you have been going through has made you extremely OCD. Let's just put it simply. Maybe you're trying to control everything because you're afraid of variables. You're afraid that if you let variables come into play, they have the potential to break your heart again. So if this is in relationships, I feel like you have a massive checklist. I'm not saying you're being manipulative. I'm saying you're being overtly cautious, because you've taken out that time to understand your psyche and understand what it is that you deserve. And based on that realization, I feel like you are being very, very careful about how you proceed when it comes to matters of love. I feel like not everyone has access to your energy anymore. And I like that. All right, let's see. Immediate future. Oh, beautiful. Oh, no. All right, immediate future. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. Lots of mental energy. And we have the Knight of Cups. I feel like there is an offer of love that could be coming about for you. An offer of love that has been wanting to come about for you. And it could start off small. It could start off with someone sending you a song, someone sending you a meme. It could be something really tiny. I don't know why I just got that, but I feel like it's going to be very soft. But with the Ten of Swords right under the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords right next to it, I feel like you are not ready to accept this offer. These changes and transformations that have been happening for you, I don't know if they're in your current reality or they are changes and transformations that have already transpired. Either way, I feel like you are holding on to the bad instead of the good. Not all swords are bad, but you have pretty much the worst ones. Okay, I wouldn't be a very good reader if I wasn't honest. But I feel like with the Ten of Swords, you may feel like there are people out to get you. You may feel that you are being attacked verbally and mentally and emotionally, which is why I'm almost feeling like you feel that history may repeat itself if you keep yourself open. There is an offer coming in that wants to burst open your heart chakra. An offer coming in that wants to make you feel loved again. But because of everything that's happened before, you're almost like, no, I'm going to clamp up. I need to control this. The ball has to be in my court and nobody else's. Fear of the variable is what I'm getting here. And what happens when you don't make a decision? You see how those two birds are stuck out in the cold. There's a war about who's going to get to sleep in the tree house, in the birdhouse. And as a result, they're both stuck outside. So, whether this is a choice between two people or it is a choice just between being single or, not, I feel like the next 15 days will be a little challenging when it comes to your mind playing tricks on you. Make sure you are not bringing the past into your present. Make sure that whenever you are manifesting, you are not manifesting from a place of pain. Make sure you are manifesting from an open heart. That's what's important. Otherwise, the past creeps back in. And then history repeats itself. Alright, let's get you a couple of tea leaves. Romance is in the air. You can't make this up. There is love coming in, Aries. I want you to keep yourself open to it. Don't disregard it. Dog barking, advice from a friend. Maybe talk to your peers, talk to your friends, talk to your family about whatever it is that you're going through. Sometimes sharing that load, that mental load that you've been carrying and you are carrying into the future. Once you share it, it becomes lighter. Your problems, I'm not saying your problems will seem insignificant. They don't carry such a heavy role in your life anymore. Once more people know about it, you know. Let that change in. Everything is connected. That change wants to come in. Those leaves want to blow into your life. Embrace them. Torch. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. I feel like once you go through this dark night of the soul, whatever it is that you have been struggling with, it has awakened you to your spirituality, which is why you're here watching a reading. Right? If you weren't spiritually inclined, you would just be sitting in your fields and not doing anything about it. You watching a reading is you wanting to heal yourself, you wanting answers from a divine power higher than yours. So this torch, whatever it is, let it burn bright, because that is what is going to help this dark night of the soul journey and end it faster than you had hoped. All right, vulture. Oh my God, this is insane. I have an Aries rising. All right. And this reading applies to me as well. I pulled a spirit animal for myself a few days ago and I got the vulture and the butterfly. And I was in the hills. I was on a little vacation and I saw vultures. It is very rare for us to see vultures wherever I live. I saw 2 of them and they were glorious. They were not black vultures. They were like a soft taupe brown and they were stunning. And we have vulture again. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. For once, I'm not going to truly delve deep into the meaning of this particular card in this particular deck. I'm going to talk about what a vulture actually signifies. It signifies purification. Vultures feed on corpses, all right? I know, deep and dark, but they purify the land of something that we are incapable of doing. It removes evil. It removes disease. The vulture is the death card. It removes everything that is not good for you. It removes toxicity and brings in that fresh, clean slate that we've been talking about. Do not fear the vulture. It's revered in a lot of ancient cultures and civilizations, and I feel like they need to be respected. They have a bad rap for no reason. All right, let's get you a couple of charms to close this off. We have Sagittarius, we have Aquarius, we have the letters I and V, and we have an owl. The owl represents wisdom, inner wisdom and knowledge that you need to bank upon now. That gut instinct, that intuition that you need to give more importance to. Sagittarius and Aquarius, you could have those heavily in your chart, or you could be dealing with someone who does. And the letters I and V could be your initials, they could be the initials of someone you are dealing with, or it could even be the initials or the first letter of a place that you love. I'm getting vacation, and which is why I think I was prompted to talk about mine. Sometimes when you visit a place that is unfamiliar, it makes your problems look smaller. Okay? Well, that was it for you, Aries. I hope this helped. Bye-bye.